Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Y'all, that was amazing football. Like that was a Thursday night football game for the books. I know a lot of y'all probably aren't going to be with me right now because I decided to do my first post game stream last minute because as the game was going on, I couldn't I couldn't not come back on live because that comeback was amazing. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Um for those who are new here or who tune in afterwards, this is the Romage Collective post game live stream. I'm Alex, and let's get into the second half of the game. Oh my gosh. Like, y'all, that was so good. That was so good. Okay. Um, let's just start with the last two touchdown drives. The last touchdown drive by the Ravens, and then we'll go into the Bengals' last touchdown drive to start the game off. I feel like I have a few things I want to say, a few things I want to talk about. Okay, so it's 5 minutes and 37 seconds left in the fourth, and Ravens and Bengals are tied at 28 apiece. We have, it's crazy. We have a near interception, a near pick from Lamar Jackson. First play of the drive. Lamar almost gave the ball right back to the Bengals. Like, Mark Andrews was right there, but not gonna lie, that coverage was really great by the Bengals defense. Taylor Britt, cornerback, Taylor Britt, he wasn't able to secure the pick, thank God. So it was ruled an incomplete pass, and that's the best thing that could have happened for us. I honestly thought I thought we were cooked. I thought we were cooked, but nope, it is ruled an incomplete pass, and it's now 2nd and 10 at the Baltimore 30. Then we get Derrick Henry, shotgun for 4 yards, 4 yard pickup. 3rd and 6. It's we're looking a little nervous. It's getting a little tight. I can't breathe at this point. But we have a great 3rd down conversion from Lamar Jackson to Zay Flowers. 19-yard pickup. A 19-yard pickup to give us the 1st down. Boom. Another carry by Derrick Henry for 8 yards, 2nd and 2. And then, Derrick Henry for 8 yards. And then Derrick Henry again for 3 more yards to give us the 1st down again. Then the Ravens call a timeout. Right now, it's 2 minutes and 29 seconds left on the clock. Since we did a good amount of running in this final drive, what the Ravens really needed to do during this time is take time off the clock. You do not want to give Joe Burrow and the Bengals enough time to cook. You need to run the ball and take time off of the clock. And they called their timeout, and we have a short pass to Zay Flowers for 8 yards. Yeah, oh my God, literally. We go Jamar Chase. One thing Jamar Chase gonna do is cook us every game. Every game. I literally texted my brother before the game, and I'm like, Jamar Chase gonna be cooking Brandon Stevens, ain't he? all night. He cooked us all, definitely crazy. But back to the Ravens' last touchdown drive to win us the game. We have so we go from Lamar Jackson to Zay Flowers for 8 yards, but there was a penalty, ineligible player downfield, so that penalty costed us 5 yards. Then we get it's 1st and 15. Lamar Jackson 5-yard pass to Mark Andrews put us at 2nd and 10. And then Cincinnati calls a timeout, trying to get that stop. But Bateman, again, with the money, 15-yard pass, 15-yard catch from Rashad Bateman. And luckily, he went down early because it's 1st and goal. But it's still 2 minutes and 9 seconds left on the clock. We're not yet at the 2-minute warning. And once again, all I needed was for us to score after the 2-minute warning, because you do not want to give the Bengals too much time on the clock. They already still had a timeout left. I don't know why we didn't just stick to the run. Got pass happy. I personally thought that running the ball could have just calmed our nerves a bit more, because we would have taken way more time off the clock. But Lamar Jackson, as he does, superhero, he goes for 4 yards and then he goes down. He does not go for the touchdown. And then that brings us to the 2-minute warning, 2nd goal. Now, at 2nd and goal, Lamar throws the ball to the end zone to Rashad Bateman. It's an incomplete pass. And once again, I'm like, just run the ball. Just run the ball. You do not have to throw the ball. Y'all don't have to do this, but he did it again. And, all that mattered was that we get a touchdown. I wasn't worried about getting the touchdown. I just wanted us to manage the clock as best as we could in the moment. Did we manage it as great as I thought we could? Not really, because we could just ran it in. But it's okay, because Lamar hits Rashad Bateman in the end zone and touchdown. Justin Tucker, y'all, please remind me to talk about Justin Tucker after we get to the Bengals. But he made this field goal. He made this extra point field goal. He better had. So after this, and after the extra point is successful, it's 1 minute 49 seconds left on the clock, which is still, and 1 timeout left for the Bengals, which is still more than enough time for Joe Burrow to cook. And the defense was applying some really great pressure at first during that last drive. I really thought we would get that stop on 4th and 10. But once they took Tavius Robinson out, I was like, damn, we're probably not going to get that stop. Tavius Robinson needs to be on the field more. Stop with the limited snaps and bring him on the field, because the defense just clicks on another level when he's there. I love the pressure that he applies, and it opens up more room for the other linemen to cook. But he gets the 1st down conversion, which was crazy. It almost looked like he was short, which would have been a turnover on downs. And, we would put the game away. But no, with Ravens football, we got to have our hearts pounding a little bit more. And the Bengals, they took their time. They got all the way down to the end zone. Jamar Chase, and then the penalties. My goodness. Brought them all the way to the end zone, all the way to the end zone. I'm like, dang, are we really going to overtime again? Are we really going to overtime again? Are we really repeating this? I'm like, no, we cannot do this. And at some point, when I knew they were about to score a touchdown, I'm like, what if they go for two? What if they actually go for two? And they really did go for two after they scored. They really did go for two. I'm like, oh, nah, we cannot go for two. They cannot go for two. But the defense showed up. That's what I'm going to give them. The right times tonight, our defense showed up. Was it a missed penalty? Maybe. That's not my problem. All the flags we get, we deserve a little break. And I'm like, oh, great, game over. Play stupid games. Play stupid games. They made the same mistakes that Denver made on Sunday, guys, that Denver made in week 9. They took our defense. They thought it was sweet, and they played a stupid game going for two when they could have just gambled in overtime. I'm so sorry if y'all hear my laptop because she's going through it tonight. But they went for two, and we got the stop. Amen. I thought the game was over, but then I forgot about the onside kick. And our history with the onside kick this season has not been well. But Harbaugh, I'm going to give him that. He took the timeout. He got the right people on the field. And Mark Andrews, who played fabulous tonight, saved us. And overall, won us the game. Let's see. Silly the script for Burrow and Chase to have crazy game numbers. So glad the Bengals still losing. Honestly, next time I will not fumble the bag. Next season, next year when we play the Bengals, I'm going to just put money on Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow having crazy numbers because they're going to cook us every time. Like, I can't stand them. I can't. Pick your poison. Yes, pick your poison. Second time in a row that the Cincinnati Bengals allow Lamar Jackson to be a passer, and the Baltimore Ravens defense sucks. Okay, Walter. Our defense is definitely not what it was last year. But I just gotta give them their props for making the stop. Like, imagine if they did not make that stop when they went for two, and then we'd have to like try to scramble for a field goal, and then Tucker's already been questionable tonight. We don't want to go through that. We don't want to have to go through that tonight, guys. Oh my gosh. The defense made the stops, and they apply. I would say this is the best they've played all season. I mean, I guess besides like week 9, we're getting better. We're getting better throughout the weeks. I think we're still like figuring out the schemes. Just keep Tavius Robinson. Just keep him on the field. Just keep him on the field because when he's on the field, good things happen for the defense, and it just makes it harder for the opposing team. It makes it harder. Okay. Now that we got through the end of the game, is this a safe space? We need to have a conversation about Justin Tucker tonight, guys. Ooh, not someone in their Ravens gear. I know that's right. We need to have a conversation about Justin Tucker. I think it's time. And y'all know what I mean. Y'all might disagree with me. Tucker is not the same kicker that his contract is reflecting. I think it's time to move on and free up some space for a new era. No pun intended. But the Lamar Jackson era, and especially with this offense, I don't think Tucker is necessary for the Ravens anymore. Him missing that extra point, it did something. When we could have tied the game at 21, we had to settle for 20-21 after that missed extra point. Yes, Tucker has shown up sometimes during the season, but the times that he hasn't shown up has been way too costly for us. I don't want to say the W word, but it's looking like the W word. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. The contract's just too large. The contract is too large for this performance. And I know people were saying, like, is it just a phase? But his performance last season wasn't that great either. And now you're missing extra points. That's a liability now. That's a liability if you're missing extra points. Destiny said it. Destiny said the word. I do not want to be put on the Ravens Jumbotron. I still want to get invited to some Ravens games, so I don't want to talk about people too bad, but I just think for the contract, we keep talking about the cap. We keep talking about the cap. We talk about Lamar's contract. We talk about, Mark Andrews' contract. The contract we need to be talking about is Justin Tucker. Yes, he has had an amazing tenure with the Baltimore Ravens. He will forever go down as a Hall of Famer kicker, one of the best kickers to ever do it. But he don't need to be here no more. He don't need to be here no more doing that. I'm sorry. It's just not worth it anymore. Okay, but let's talk about Lamar. There was this one play. I forgot, y'all. Was it in the first half or just the begin? No. It was right at the beginning of the second half when he did that rush. Like, they tried to sack him, and then he went and got the first down. I was so happy because I know Lamar, he's definitely turning into a not even turning into. He's been a pass-first quarterback for a while now. But it's always good to see him use his legs. It's always good to see him use his legs when necessary and show us that he still got it. Sometimes you just gotta get that first down and just get down the field. And it just makes me so happy when I see him do it. This game definitely, at first, after the trade deadline, I was a little nervous about our Super Bowl chances. I'm not going to lie. And I'm not going to say I'm 1,000% confident about us making it to the Super Bowl. But with this offense, as long as the defense just plays a little bit more than decent, make the right plays at the right time. Week 9, they didn't give up any leads in the fourth. They couldn't really give up any leads in the fourth, week 10. But if defense just plays more than decent, I think our chances are really good of getting to the Super Bowl. Obviously, the Chiefs are a whole nother demon. We own the Bengals. Lamar Jackson owns the Bengals. The Disco Demon said, can the Ravens and Bengals play every week? That's how I feel because although my heart is still trying to get back to normal from that game, it's absolute cinema every time we meet up. Lamar versus Burrow is great football. It's great football. I'm going to give Joe Burrow his props. He's a really great quarterback, and him and Jamar Chase, that combination is deadly. It's lethal, and it's gotten us a few times, but we got Lamar Jackson. We got Derrick Henry. We got Zay Flowers. Shoot, we got Tylan Wallace. How can I forget Tylan Wallace? It was basically like the return from last year. Y'all, was it it was the Rams, right? Because I always get them confused with the Chargers. It was the Rams game, right? In OT last season when Tylan Wallace had that return. Please, someone, let me know. Ravens people. Ravens, flock. Tell me quickly. I think it was the Rams. I think it was the Rams game last season when he had that touchdown return in OT to win it all. That's exactly how I felt when I saw him have that. What was it again, y'all? Was it 81 yards? 84 yards. 84 yards. And I think he went like 78 yards after the catch. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Disco Demon. Thank you. I was rooting for Tylan Wallace to stay on the roster. I've been having these conversations since preseason. I said keep Tylan Wallace around, especially when it comes to the wide receiver group. And he played great ball. He did amazing as a receiver today, guys. Like, I'm just so proud because I was rooting for him. I really believed he would have like another really dynamic play for us, and that's exactly what happened. That's what happened to when we were coming back down from 14 to 21. That's what made Tucker missing that extra point so sour, because it was such a great touchdown play. It was such a great touchdown play. But I'm really proud of Tylan Wallace today. Proud of Rashad Bateman today. He played better. He definitely played better than the past 2 weeks. So I'm going to give my shout outs to him. Honestly, everyone played well. It was more of a quiet game for Derrick Henry. The Bengals definitely, they knew how to shut him down. And I am a little sad that we didn't see a little bit more of Keaton Mitchell, but it's fine. I know the division games, it's fine. We'll see more of Keaton. I'm really excited to see him have a dynamic play. He's still looking very fast. He's looking very healthy. One thing I did forget to mention in the halftime stream, because I was like so overwhelmed, was Kyle Hamilton going down. He does have an ankle injury, non-contact. And he's such a huge part of our defense, and he's still a top safety in the league. It really hurt seeing Kyle Hamilton go down. I don't know if anyone has tuned in to like the post-game conference yet, or if it's even on, but I'm not sure the severity of the ankle injury, but when they said he was getting x-rays, I was like, dang, it's not looking too good. I really hope we could get him back before the end of the season. I hope we could get him back soon, because we're definitely going to need him in the postseason. I mean, we're going to need him in the playoffs. So prayers up to Kyle Hamilton. He's definitely like one of my faves on the defense. Shout out to Marlon Humphrey and Roquan Smith for that forced fumble and fumble recovery to help us like come back. I don't think like people realize like we were down 2 scores. We were down 14 points. We were down 21-7 at the very beginning of the second half. So to come back and to win in that manner, to win in that fashion, it really does show you how great our offense is, but also shows that our defense is capable of making the right plays. Y'all got to give Zach Orr a little bit more time to cook, because I have not liked how people have been scapegoating him. He can't get on the field and sack the quarterbacks. He can't catch the picks, you know? He can't catch the picks. Yes, some schemes have to be ran differently and ran better, but I do believe in Zach Orr, okay? Like, just like how a lot of y'all believed in Bateman and he started delivering this season when it was a lot of doubters, I believe that Zach Orr can do it. And this is a lot of stuff that I'm going to talk about in my mid-season analysis next week. But y'all gotta realize we lost like all of our defensive coaches. We lost our defensive backs coach. We lost so many of our assistant coaches on defense. One went to the Dolphins and one went to the Titans. I don't have like the names. Anthony Weaver went one place and the other one went another place. But like, just give Zach Orr some time, because the defense, y'all gotta admit, is getting better by the weeks. We're not perfect. We're not like last year by far. We're not like last year at all. But it's definitely looking up for us. So I think it's everything I wanted to cover, unless y'all had any thoughts. Like, I'm still like, I can believe we win, and we did complete the sweep. Lamar Jackson owns the Bengals, but that was a great game. That was a great Thursday night football game, and I'm really happy that a lot of y'all tuned in. 91 views. That's great. So thank you for everyone who stayed throughout the live stream, and thank you for everyone who tuned in. This was great post game. I'm going to see you guys next week with my mid-season analysis video. And yeah, subscribe. Like this video and subscribe so y'all can motivate me to make more Ravens content. Come on. But yes, I hope y'all have a great night. Victory Friday sounds really, really good. All right, y'all. Good night.